like joining a team with so much young talent?
Yeah, it's special. They're a super special group there with a lot of talent, and the next 10, 15 years are going to be pretty special there. I mean, the players they've already, and how they've been playing already, I mean, obviously taking the jump, they've been exciting teams to watch, and super excited to see where it takes them, and can't wait to get to San Jose and development camp and go from there.
It's a lifelong journey to make it to this day and hear your name called. How did it feel when you finally heard the Sharks call your name?
Yeah, it was incredible. To hear such a great organization, like I said earlier, such a special group with young talent and a team on the uprise is pretty cool. I couldn't be more excited and couldn't be more happy to go to such a great organization. So yeah, it was exciting. Obviously just the start of the journey now, and get back to the grind and get back to work to eventually try and make that jump to pro, but just super excited to take in the moment today.
When you watch the draft and you see defenseman going and gets down, the Sharks come at 8, did you have a pretty good sense that they might be taking you?
I mean, I think there's always a little bit of thoughts in the back of your head, and see things kind of what's happening throughout the draft. So definitely excited to be here and be with San Jose now, but didn't have too much thoughts. I was just kind of sitting there in a little bit of shock, and when I heard my name called, and obviously when a great organization like that picks you, you get pretty excited. Couldn't be happier.
What kind of conversations did you have with Mike, whether it was at the Combine or leading up to today?
Yeah, I think they have such a great group of staff there. Meeting them and talking with them at the Combine, having an interview and going out to dinner with them, getting to know them a little more of a special, super great group of guys that were very kind of nice to me and incredible to get to know. So just kind of the same stuff to talk about with hockey and outside of hockey, getting to know them outside of hockey was just cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Do you know your plan for next year? Are you going to go back to Dakota, or try to make the Sharks first and see what happens from there?
Yeah, I think there's lots to talk with. Talk with Mike, obviously, talk with the team there, and talk with my side of people, and see what they think is going to be best for the organization and best for me too. So. Gonna see what happens, and but right now just focused on enjoying this moment with my family, and focused on obviously development camp and get back to work. Like I said, it's going to be important summer, and I've worked to kind of take a step in my journey, in my career. So I'm looking forward to that.
What goes through your head when you hear your name announced?
Yeah, I think just kind of pure excitement. Kind of watching all those guys and watching guys he played with and see them get drafted, and super excited for them to see where they land and see where their journey begins, I guess, for them. Super cool to see them, and then finally hear your name called is pretty surreal. It's a special moment, and obviously being drafted by such a great organization was special, and I couldn't be more happy to celebrate with my family.
You and Ivar spent this past year competing against older players. What did you take from that experience, guys going against guys 19, 20, 21, 22, that kind of thing?
Yeah, just kind of learning how to play against those older guys. I think it was competitive, it was hard, it was fun though. Especially being around the older guys as well, learning from them, learning from the things how they carry themselves to them on the ice, stuff like that. Being around those guys was super helpful for me this year, and just competing with them in practice and in games. It was fun and it was hard, and you gotta be able to build that grit to another level.
How much of a step up is it from WHL? People look at your stats and say, well, maybe they're not that eye-popping, I guess, but it's how much of a step up in the competition is it?
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, the WHL is such a high-skilled league, and such an incredible development league as well, and there's so many incredible players. But being in North Dakota, I mean, it was it's hard hockey. It's physical. I mean, you're playing against 24, 23, 25-year-olds, and they're competing every single night. And you have those tight games. I think our back half of the year, you have a lot of tight games and a lot of close games that kind of you really have to build that strength. It's almost like you're playing playoff hockey from January on. So kind of building that mental toughness, and going through this year, I got a lot better and became a lot better, a complete hockey player. So I was super happy with it.
You mentioned you'll talk to Mike about what's next. What would you like to do? Would you like to get a chance to play in the NHL next season?
there's two incredible options. It's hard to turn down both. I mean, in North Dakota, which is an incredible place, we'll have an incredible team next year, and I'm super excited to meet those guys and see the type of group we'll have, and then obviously have the chance to play in the pro, and with such an incredible team and such a team with so many young, skilled hockey players, and even with those older guys too, that give you a bit of leadership, and just excited to be able to learn from them and see them. But there's so many options, and it's hard to say which one's better.
I know you're a defenseman, but your game. A lot of people talk about your offense. You imagined running a power play with Macklin Celebrini on one of the flanks?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I mean, just to be able to pass him the puck would be pretty special too. I mean, watching him at the Olympics and the World Championships and throughout the season, such a special player, and it's pretty cool to see what he's doing. I mean, you see him 2 years ago now and in Vegas get drafted, and then you see him now, and feels like he's been in the league for 10 years now, but it's now his third or fourth now, and it's incredible to watch him.
What does it mean to see an organization that has so many NCAA products with Will Smith, Celebrini, Colin Graff, and now yourself? You see there's a want to have that. Do you feel like you see that, you feel like, okay, it maybe reaffirms your decision to go to North Dakota and play against men when you see the way the Sharks are set up with their top players as well?
Yeah, 100%. It's exciting to see that. I would never regret my decision to go to North Dakota. It was a special year, and the players I had around me, and to be in North Dakota was a special place. I was super happy with my decision. The support we had there, development I had this year, was incredible. It was special, and it's definitely a little bit reaffirming. But I would never regret my decision to go to North Dakota.
Keaton, how's your time in the Western Hockey League with the Victoria Royals help you get to this point? You spent good time.
It was huge. Yeah, I think I'll say a lot of thanks to my coaches there and the management as well. But I mean, James Patrick and Donnie McGillivray played a huge role in my development, both offensively and defensively too. I mean, Jeep was a huge game changer for me. He developed me and kind of obviously took me in when I was 15 I played 16 games when I was 15 and developed me then, and then took me in when I was 16 and really kind of taught me the fundamentals of being the next level player. I mean, you can't teach what he can teach. He's played 1,500 games in the NHL, and there's not a lot of coaches out there that have that experience, so it's pretty special to play for him.
What's your skill that you think will translate easiest to the NHL next year, and what's the skill that needs the most work to get over there?
I think all areas are going to need work, and I mean, it's just a start here. So getting that work and putting the work in is going to be exciting, but definitely kind of being able to use my size and my compete level. That's my one consistent thing every single night. I think I know there's going to be ups and downs throughout the season, and there's going to be lots of even throughout games there's going to be ups and downs. But the one thing I can bring consistently to every single game is my compete level, and that's controllable. I can bring. But then obviously my skating too is something I want to work on and have been, and super excited to get back at it. But that's something I think is definitely improved, and excited to keep working on.
Is there anybody not here tonight that you want to thank?
Yeah, I think I was pretty lucky to have a lot of my family out here. I think I just got to give a lot of thanks to my mom and my sister too, and my whole family. But most importantly, those two. I mean, they've brought me through a lot, and my mom brought me to all the early morning skates, and always my biggest supporter, and my sister too. Super special. I mean, we grew up pushing each other. We were always competitive, and to have her was super honored, and I couldn't be more grateful for that.
How do you describe the moment when you are here, giving him a hug and just knowing that you're starting this journey together?
Yeah, it was pretty special. I think gotten to know him a little bit over the combine and over the past couple of days too. But to see him and see him both be drafted by San Jose now it was special, and he's such an unbelievable guy. I mean, obviously only known him for a couple weeks now, but from what I've got to know him, it's fun to be around him. He's a funny guy, and super excited to get to work with him and kind of get on that grind and make that jump to pro.
Keaton, you mentioned your family. Any other athletes in the family, maybe guys who were competitive, either high school or whatever level?
Yeah, well, both my cousins, Kirby and Colton Dock, obviously both play in the NHL, and they've been huge for me too. Growing up with them, being competitive with them, whether it's on the ice, in the gym, they've pushed me so much, and to have them in my corner has been super special. I mean, they're here tonight, and having them cheer me on and be around them for the past couple of years, it's been amazing.
You guys play basketball, baseball? What kind of sports are you?
Yeah, we play a bit of everything. We're pretty active. We play a lot of ping pong too. We'll play anything really. It gets competitive no matter what it is. But the three of us have been pretty close, I think. Colton was a little closer to me in age. He was 5 years older than me, so he was always a little more rough, and I think that kind of built my toughness up for sure. He would always bully me around a bit, and but I couldn't be more thankful for both of them.
Have you been taller than your classmates for a long time? Did you have a growth spurt at some point?
Yeah, I was always taller. I was always one of the bigger kids, and in both class, I have to think.
Did Hervé and Colton make you play goalie back in the day?
Not much. I think they probably would have got bored. I wasn't a very good goalie, so I think they maybe threw me a couple times, but I think my passion was always for playing players, so I would always get out, and whether it was ball hockey, I would always be out in the action and get in the mix with them and scrapping it up with them.
I guess Ivar got a call from celebrating. Did you get a call from them?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Mackin called me too, and kind of talked to me, and kind of welcomed me to the organization. I mean, anytime you hear from a player like that, and with all he's accomplished and achieved in such a short time in his career, it was incredible. I mean, you get a little starstruck. I mean, you've been watching this guy. You see him 2024 in Vegas, he drafted, and you see him playing in the NHL, and you kind of like you get a little bit starstruck. But it was cool.
You saw your teammate in North Dakota now, Carson Carroll's get drafted in the top 10. How cool is it that you guys are both top 10 drafters?
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, to play with him and be around him and see him get picked now, it's one of the best parts of the nights as well. I mean, obviously you're super excited to celebrate being picked with your family and kind of your family and friends, but then to see those guys that you played with and get to know, especially Carson too. I mean, he's someone I'm going to play with now, have the opportunity to play with, and yeah, so it's special to see him get picked, and I'm super excited for him and his family as well, and can't wait to kind of give him a text here. I haven't had much time to settle down, but give him a text, maybe a call, and say congrats to him as well.
Any plans to go to his farm?
I don't know. Maybe I'll make a stop out there, have some time with him and the goats, so we'll see.